She ran after him, tackled him, broke her elbow in the process, but stopped the guy from getting to the kids.
Amazing.
For whatever reason. While she recuperated at home, parents and teachers brought food and gifts to their hero. But she was a teacher watching the kids, and some guy was walking circles on the other side of the school's fence. And so she's like, this ain't right. So kids come back in, and then that's when he apparently jumped and went at him. But she blocked. And then he got through that. And again, just think about it. So she's like, no, you can't go through. That right there is step one, is extremely brave because you're putting your life at risk. Right there. Yeah. Some nutty dude, you don't know what he has on him, a knife, a gun. He's like, no, you can't go through. Then he grabs and shakes her and throws her. And then she goes after him. Like after that. That is a crazy story. Here
and tackles him.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Here's a clip of the teacher saying she was going to do anything that she could to make sure the kids were safe.
These children feel like my children. And so just that strong desire that I was going to do anything I could do to make sure they were safe.
I'm voting for her for senator. I don't even know if she's
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm putting her in office right now just for that. That's awesome, Rachel Davis. I don't know if you listen to this show, but that's really great. I mean, you save some kids' lives, and you are a hero for sure. I mean, call us. I'll probably give her a Beanie Baby or something. I got a whole bunch of signed ones back there. I give her from the good bag.
Yeah,
I got two. One bag that's probably crap, and then another one that Scuba said, like, this could be worth something. So, Rachel, you get one worth something Beanie Baby if you call in. Hanging out with coworkers outside of work is actually really important. A social employee earns 10 to 14% more than a non-social one in today's job market. That ends up being about $8,000 more a year than the person who just goes home. So, even if you're not the life of the party, they say still go out and make social connections. Be with coworkers. Those connections allow you to advance in your career, give you more chances of scoring a high-paying job, more so than the people who don't. Because life is relationships. Life is getting people to like you. You got to have the skill set-ish, and I can tell you from being on both sides of it, being interviewed for jobs and interviewing for jobs, yes, they need to be qualified, but you want to work for or have someone work for you that you like and you can work with, you can spend time with. So it's all about relationships, getting people to like you.
What did I just say in the studio yesterday, guys?
You lied. I mean, you say a lot of things.
I remember. She wanted to do brunch.
She had lost her mind.
I wasn't here. I go home.
Yeah, she goes, oh, guys, we should really plan a brunch. You know what I mean? Like, when we get off work, we should go have, a little breakfast and sit around and talk. And I'm like, we talk enough all day.
We're good.
I just said
and you have
that
to understand,
yesterday.
this show, for the most part, most of us, we grew up together. We've been together so long that before we had families, we would go on vacations together. We would do the show, go eat lunch, we'll meet you back for dinner. We were the family, but then once other families come in, you obviously get torn in different directions. So, like, I'm good. Like, we're caught up.
So you don't want to go to the brunch?
No. But I'm saying I don't not like you. I met my quota.
Yeah. Glass is full.
We've been.
But I'm still planning the brunch.
No, love y'all. We've done it. But yeah, we know we're good. We've done this for years.
Yeah.
How long have we been together, Lunch Amy?
I mean, me 16.
Not 19 years. No way.
Y'all maybe, because I'm at 16
way.
and you were with him 2 to 3 years before me.
No way.
Yes.
October 2003.
I'm only 29. How is that even possible?
It's amazing.
That's crazy. We've been together 19 years?
Yeah.
That's longer.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. What? I mean, it just makes us seem really old.
Yeah, no, we are.
But we also got started really young doing this show. We were the youngest show in the country.
Right.
So it would make us seem like we're 70 years old.
That's crazy.
But that's crazy that you said those words out loud. Never say it again, by the way.
I won't.
Yeah. Be like a few years.
Yeah.
A few years.
That's hard to swallow. And when we meet listeners that are like, oh my gosh, I used to listen to you when I was 6 years old, and now I'm an emergency room nurse.
Mm-hmm. Or
and I'm like, what?
That's nuts.
I met one the other day, and she was like, oh, I used to listen to you. I remember listening to you as I was coming out of my mom's vaginal canal. And I was like, oh, no.
Wow.
What?
I'm married now.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been together so long that I got my Altima before Amy got on the show.
And
The
he
car you
still
have now?
drives
Yes.
It still works.
That's the same car?
Same
Yeah.
car.
How many miles did it have on it?
213,000.
Good for you. Jeez. That's like the Fred Flintstone car, though. There's holes in that floorboard where I think he starts it by using his feet.
When he said that, he was so proud.
That's
so
pretty
proud.
awesome. That's pretty awesome. All right, more with the news. Social media users enter a state where they lose track of time and reality. Now, researchers have investigated and found that we use Facebook, Twitter, Instagram in a way that we lose track of everything else going on. That's why it's 10 times more dangerous to scroll social media than be on the phone when driving, because you, even though you're on your phone, you're more invested in like a 360 way into the social media than just talking to somebody on the phone. So,
Can you email that story to my wife?
For what reason?
Oh, she's on that social media a lot. She loses track
At
of time.
home?
Oh, yeah.
But not driving.
Media.
No, not driving, but still she doesn't pay attention to what's going on.
I wish my wife were on social media more. I'll be honest with you. She's very focused and present, and she's not. She doesn't like social media. She's not, and I love it. I can't get enough of it.
Ugh. I'm kidding.
But you're using it for the wrong reasons.
What do you mean?
I'm feeling connection. I'm learning.
Oh, that's great.
Although yesterday
Good for you.
listen, I took punches like crazy yesterday after the segment I did on this thing. Oof.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, it was like a.
I mean, to me, if people took that whatever way, like you were just trying to
I
understand
have
what was
an
going
opinion,
on.
and people that don't have the same opinion, they like to be aggressive that they don't agree. Right? That's just how some people work. They want to be extremely aggressive and even threatening. I got some threats yesterday.
Wow. But I mean, again, that's the problem. That's the problem. These people are the problem.
Yes, but it only takes one threat. It only takes one stabber to do a little stab, and all of a sudden you're stabbed. Save that.
That's a good quote right there.
So there's that. That story is from studyfinds.org. Josh Duggar sentenced to 12 years in prison for the child porn trial.
Oh my gosh. Ugh.
Only 12 years?
That's what I thought too.
I mean, that's crazy to me.
He's been sentenced to 12 and a half years behind bars for being found guilty in his child porn trial, TMZ has learned. The 19 kids and counting stars found guilty on one count, each of receiving and possessing child pornography. According to prosecutors, some of those images were minors under the age of 12. The possession charge was vacated because of an agreement between Duggar's legal team and the court, so he was only sentenced for the receiving charge. They say they're going to appeal. That is from TMZ.
Dang.
Yeah, that's a bad situation where if you're found guilty, like it shouldn't be years. It should be like infinities. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so once he appeals, are they allowed to say, you know what, you want to appeal that? We're going to throw that other charge back on there. More time. Let's give him more time.
Well, here's the thing. I'm a doctor, not a lawyer, so I don't know the answer to that. Yeah, that sucks. I didn't even watch the show. What kind of guy was he on the show? I never watched the show.
I didn't watch.
Anybody?
No.
I didn't watch.
No one just wants to admit they watch it now. No, I never saw that thing.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Hey, Lunchbox.
His wife, when he gets accused of these crimes, she stays with him and got pregnant with another child. When
Maybe she didn't believe it.
Right.
I don't know the story. I don't know anything about them. I think that this story gives my state a black eye because of where he's from.
Oh, they're from
So
Arkansas?
I didn't even know that. You just put that out
Yeah,
there.
I
I
didn't
didn't
know
even
that
know.
I just blacking it again.
Dang it.
Dang it.
But also the intricacies of people's relationships. You never know what type of manipulation is going on, what type of, abuse, and not in a physical way, but like just mentally that keeps people locked in. And then there's denial. Like that's where, who knows where she was, like her mental health.
In other TV news, Kaylin Lowry's leaving Teen Mom 2 after 11 years.
Wow.
Somebody's going to have to me Rosetta Stone. I don't know what any of that means. I don't know who Kayla Lowry is or Teen Mom 2. That's not Teen Wolf.
No,
That's
it was Teen. So we had 16 and Pregnant. and MTV and the fans. And then you had 16 and Pregnant spin off to Teen Mom. Teen Mom did so well, they found other girls from 16 and Pregnant, and they made Teen Mom 2. And we are losing everybody. It is starting to just boom, boom. So now they're going to combine Teen Mom 1 and Teen Mom 2, and they're just going to be like Teen Mom like nowadays or something. I don't even
That's
know
a
what
good name, Teen Mom Nowadays.
I don't know what exactly it's going to be called, but
Do you like Kayla and
Oh, I
Lowry?
like, yes. Me and her are friends on Twitter. We tweet back and forth. We chat. She's awesome.
Is she famous to you?
Yes.
Like you're like, oh, this is really cool. I'm talking to a Teen Mom.
Yes. So freaking cool.
Like how I get that the show
She
it
came in
seems
here.
normal
I meet
now.
her?
Yeah, she was the one you guys surprised me, her and Amber Portwood.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
What, Amy?
that.
Go ahead.
It just seems, the show's been around so long now, it seems normal. But in the, creation of it, like, whose idea was it to be like, you know what? Let's find young girls that are pregnant and follow them around. Maybe with the hopes of like, hey, this is what it really looks like, so be careful, don't get
And
pregnant.
that's probably how they positioned it. Maybe that's not probably what they were thinking. They're like, this would be great TV. But yes, I think to get someone to take it, it had to be that positioning.
Right. But then it's this like they got famous and it sensationalized it. Then these girls, and then there's probably girls that are like, oh, I want a TV show. What if I get pregnant? And I don't know. It just seems so gross.
That's from E! Online. Well, I don't know about gross.
Not these girls. The create like actually green lighting it. I wasn't in on those meetings. Obviously, I don't mean like
weren't?
No way, you weren't.
It's called Teen Mom Next Chapter.
That's what.
So we're going
okay.
to a new chapter.
Yeah,
Not
and-
now and then. Or
And
what
it's
is
not
it?
even original.
Teen
TV.
Mom, we'll do it today, I guess. That title sucked. All right, finally.
Oh.
The NBA is reportedly set to announce 2 expansion teams. So it's pretty cool. Eddie, you're on a sports podcast. Name the last 2 expansion teams.
But he's the
For
he doesn't
what?
know
Yeah, I don't know the who's who's, the what's
Name
what.
the last 2 NBA expansion teams.
That would be the Grizzlies and the Hornets.
You laughed at Grizzlies.
No,
I'm
Pelicans.
just laughing
Pelicans.
in general. I'm not laughing at his answers because I don't know.
Ray, what do you think the last 2 expansion teams are?
I believe he's right with the Pelicans.
Yeah, Pelicans.
The other one has to be, I mean, because Portland, that Blazers, where did they go? They went there. I might agree with Eddie on that.
Okay, so the Pelicans just moved. That's not an expansion team.
Oh.
The
Oh,
Grizzlies
dang.
were in Vancouver. That
Yeah.
is correct.
Yeah.
They're not there anymore.
Yeah.
But they were in Vancouver. And the Raptors, the Raptors and the Grizzlies. Were
Okay.
the last 2. But the 2 cities that probably will get teams, which we've talked about before, Vegas and Seattle,
Nice.
which should be awesome for both.
Now, Seattle did have the Supersonics.
They did, and they moved to Oklahoma City.
Okay.
That is
They-
correct.
I was going to put them on my list, but I was like, that was a long time ago.
Well, Seattle, they need a team. There's no city more deserving of a team than Seattle, and Vegas will be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, be there, slot
Oh,
machine
yeah.
while you're watching the games. All right, that's the news.
Those were Bobby's Big
Stories.
All right, you guys can hit us up 877-77-BOBBY if you want to be a part of the show. You have a question, you have a comment. 877-77-BOBBY. So we will take some calls. We will do some Throwback Thursday. If you love country music, today was a big day in country music, and I'll share why. So we'll go through some of that. We'll come back in about 3.5 minutes or so. Bye, everybody. This is a voicemail from Colton. Here you go.
Amy, I'm so sorry. You might have gotten scammed. I don't know if you did, but go to World Vision, worldvision.org. I had one child. Now I have two. I don't make a lot of money, but the money is going to such a great place. Worldvision.org.
He's
Here we
trying
go.
to scam you, Amy.
Let's sponsor these kids around the world. Worldvision.org.
No.
Love you, Amy.
World Vision-
Worldvision.org.
World Vision
Stop
is
getting
real.
scammed. Give your money to good
He sounds like a scam.
organizations.
He's scamming us. Why does he keep saying the name of this?
He must
like
just
a bad
be. No,
commercial.
I've donated
Sounds
to
like
World
Alex
Vision.
Jones.
No, they're a great
They are-
organization.
I thought that was a guy being funny, like trying to scam you during the thing.
No, I think he's just trying to say like stick with legit organizations instead of.
Oh, it is a legit. I just clicked on
Yeah.
sponsor a child, and the click thing actually worked.
It worked. Oh,
Yeah, my mom had a few kids she sponsored from World Vision.
He was being so over the top. Do you think your mom was getting scammed? And that's genetic? It's passed down through you?
Oh, wow.
Amy gets scammed all the time.
That's possible.
No, the kids were on the fridge.
Amy came in. Oh, yeah, I'm sure they were.
They were.
Yeah, I've said those same kids, different names on a lot of people's fridges.
Oh, my God.
Those scams are, we laugh, but you've literally been scammed over and over again. But you came in this morning and you're like, I think I've been scammed again because my computer's all weird.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I got scammed, hacked, whatever. People, who knows? But
What,
all these
what
things.
did you download?
Good question. I also, when I made the donation to the person at my door, I also wrote down my email address for him so that, remember?
You can't hack a computer through just having an email. Though.
Okay, well.
Unless
phew.
they send you something and you click something, they like Trojan horse you. But do you click? Oh,
I don't know. I try not to. I try to not be that person.
take away our computer. We're going to ground it from our devices.
Well, I don't even have a computer right now. It's broken. So.
Let's do some Throwback Thursday. Let's get on track here. Go, Ray.
Bobby Bones Show.
Throwback Thursday.
You know me, I'm a country music historian. Here's some big events that all happened on this day in country music history. Let's start with 1962. Willie Nelson made his solo country chart debut, meaning the first time he's ever on the chart.
Wow.
This would become a top 10 hit. I don't know if you know it, but it's just a cool song to know because it's the first time old Willie touched the chart with Touch Me.
Touch me, touch the hand of the man who once owned all the world.
Oh, that's awesome.
There you go. Next up, 1994, on this day. Man, I used to listen to the song and I was like, that's so deep. That's so deep. I gotta, like, this is my first. Don't Take the Girl from Tim McGraw hit number one.
Jimmy Johnson, take Tommy Thompson.
I tell my friends at school, you guys hear Don't Take the Girl? People are like, we don't listen to country music. Oh, you got to. It teaches a good life lesson. Today in 2001, Brooks and Dunn single, Ain't Nothing About You, became the longest running number one hit of their career with the fifth week on the R&R Country Top 50 chart, which that's their longest song. That's wild
Yeah, it is
because
weird.
it's not near their biggest or the one I really associate with them.
Yeah, I would not call that one out, really.
And sometimes songs go number one and nobody knows them 3 weeks later. That happens all the time now. But that's crazy. That's their longest charting song. Best song ever is probably, they have so many good ones. Neon Moon,
Neon
probably. Yeah, but still. I saw the light, I've been baptized by. That's a jam too.
Brand New Man.
Yep, that's a good one. Obviously, Boot Scootin' Boogie, but that almost feels cliche because everybody knows it and it was so big.
But it's so good.
Yeah, Brooks and Dunn, awesome. Today in 2005, Garth Brooks proposed to Trisha Yearwood in front of more than 7,000 fans at the Crystal Palace in Bakersfield, California. He said yes. She said yes. He then proceeded to sing Amarillo by Morning and Friends in Low Places.
That's cool.
Dang, I didn't know he did a public proposal like that.
It's Garth.
Yeah.
Hey, we played the Crystal Palace.
Yeah, Bakersfield's awesome. Although I got some Chinese food in Bakersfield.
Uh-oh.
Could have been a weird place I got it. But I don't think Bakersfield's known for its Chinese food.
I was about to say that.
I think it's
they
known
are.
for its good people. I like the people there a lot, but the Chinese place I went to in Bakersfield, not the best. Also today in 2005, Carrie Underwood won American Idol. Here is Inside Your Heaven. Man, it was the biggest deal in the whole world when someone won that show, like the first 10 seasons.
Yeah.
Things would stop. Like, that doesn't happen now where a TV show is so big that everybody watches. When a massive show ends, like a Game of Thrones, still it's only like 4% of people. And then 96% of haters. I'm talking to all you.
Yeah.
And it's a big event, but when American Idol was on, every week, most people stopped and watched and finale.
The good old
You'd
days.
punch your friends whenever they said no, Fantasia, no, Rube. You know, the whole thing. It's a big show, man. Today in 2006, Jason Aldean landed his first #1 song. Amy, what do you think his first #1 is?
I don't know. Probably not Big Green Tractor, but that's what's in my head.
That's close time period. Here is Why.
Sometimes I wonder why does it always have to come down?
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Don't
I just
really-
said 100 songs and not that
Yeah.
one, but that was his first #1 back in the day.
Interesting.
I mean, I can't even sing along to that one.
No, I don't know it.
Baby,
So different, though.
Kiss you, baby. Is that a different song?
Yes, that's a different
Like, you can't put fire to this song.
Well, you can.
I'm like,
It's just a lower flame.
slow
on the
burning
stage.
interesting. I don't know.
In
about this
2006, George Strait received a Doctor of Humane Letters degree from Texas State University in a private ceremony.
Wow.
So George and myself had the same doctorate.
Two guys.
Yeah, we sure do. Same one. Today in 2009, Billy Currington took Good Directions to #1. Here you go.
Up yonder past the caution light.
Who do you think wrote this song?
Luke Bryan.
Ah, come on,
okay,
we
well, there you
know.
go. Luke Bryan is one of the writers on this song. That's true.
Now, who's the other one? Who knows?
And then finally, Scotty McCreery, 17 years old, won the 10th season of American Idol, the youngest man to ever do so. And Amy, who was the runner-up to Scotty McCreery?
Good question.
Mm-hmm.
10th season, Scotty? I have no idea.
Okay.
Eh.
I would say, here's your hint. The same person Lunchbox also took creepy pictures of inside of a Chipotle.
Lauren Elena.
Lauren Elena, yes.
That makes sense. Okay.
You
We don't have
did.
to refer to them as creepy because they weren't creepy.
They were
They
creepy.
were.
Very much so.
How were they, guys? I still don't understand how they're creepy.
Look at him.
It's yeah, it's
Just because her rear end happened to be in the picture.
in yoga pants and you were it was right in the middle. It was just it just seemed creepy because there were a lot of them, too. I think a lot of them.
Because I took pictures hoping like I was gonna get a side of her face.
But
and she
you know her. It's also creepy that you did that.
And then she had to ask for them to just be removed.
which made the feeling even creepier when she texted like, "Hey, would you take those down?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
Yeah.
how we feel creepy. All right, thank you guys. That's a little Throwback Thursday. Jake Owen, best thing since Backroads on right now. This is the Bobby Bone Show. Hope you guys are good. 7777 Bobby if you want to hit us up. Doing our show from the Sonic Drive-In Studio on Music Row.
It's the Bobby Bones Show.
You think 19 years old's too young to get married?
Yes.
Yeah, me too. Just generally speaking.
Yeah, generally.
And even, you know what? Screw it. No, 19's just too young to get married unless you have like some sort of need to get married.
I feel like most 19-year-olds that got married and they're still together long term, that's amazing. Good for them, but I just don't know that that's like still.
There's probably like two.
It's a good luck.
Shout out to my parents.
I have
shout
a
out. It's
great
rare.
story about this 19-year-old. He announced his engagement, but everybody flipped their crap.
Oh, wow.
And it wasn't because he's 19. It's a whole different reason.
Oh.
We'll talk about that coming up next. Bobby Bone Show. Hey, I want to go over to Alan in Georgia, who is on the phone right now. Alan, welcome to the show. What is your question?
Well, first, morning, studio.
Morning.
All right, so y'all always talk about how your fans are your friends. And I really love that because y'all are very open and make us feel that way. But my question was, has anybody on the show or anybody you know had a Miranda Lambert moment where they met a random fan and ended up being a lifelong friend and kept in touch, dinner, etc. like that? Have you ever met a random fan that became a friend?
Well, Miranda married that cop. I don't know if the cop was a fan or not. That's her husband now.
Yeah, because he was working.
Yeah, I don't know that relationship, if he was a fan or he was just working the morning Today show or whatever it was. So I'll move from that because I don't know it. He's actually pretty nice. So I don't want to guess and be wrong and then not be nice because I have no idea. Yes, the answer for me is yes. When we started this show, 2004, and nobody cared. We didn't have good ratings. Nobody cared. But we did a charity golf thing. We said, hey, I think Lunchbox and I both did. We're like, we'll play golf with you. And somebody bid like $50. And so they came out and played golf with us. And it's our friend Steve, who 20 years later is like one of my best friends.
It's crazy.
So he was just like, yeah, I play golf. I'll pay money and we'll go play golf. And yeah, yes. So yes, like literally one of my best friends is somebody that we met because he was like, yeah, I'll bid $50 to play golf. I think he just wanted the free round of golf, honestly, because it's about the same price anyway. Because our show was nothing. But yes, the answer to that is yes, Alan. I do have friends that have listened to the show. Amy listened to the show before she joined the show.
Yeah, that's literally how Bobby and I met. He was at Culver's eating alone, and I was up there just meeting my best friend, Andrea. And I look over, and I'm like, hey, Andrea, that's Bobby Bones. I'm going to go say hi because I listen every morning on my hour commute to work. And I went and said hi, and that's literally how we met because I was a listener.
We could probably do this for like 30 minutes, Alan.
Bunch of friends.
Yes, I mean, so the answer is yes. Now, Amy and I don't have the same relationship as Miranda and her cop husband.
Oh, yeah,
yes.
very different.
Yes, but much longer. We've been together 16 years, I think.
Yeah.
But that's the story, Alan. Appreciate that call. Anything else I can do?
No, that's great. I just wanted to know. I just was thinking of
There's
the celebrities that.
Yeah, there's so many of those stories of us. We don't think we're any better than anybody. So anybody that's cool to us, we just like to be cool back, and we've made many friendships that way.
Okay, so for the rest of the people, don't be afraid to talk to your celebrity that you see at a restaurant if they're not with their family, right?
Or eating. You can say hi to a restaurant, just make sure there's no food in front of them. If they're sitting down at a table, I would leave them alone. If they're walking out or in or standing, wait, yes, say hi. People like to be told that people are fans of them.
But I mean, I played it cool for sure.
With me?
Yeah. Because, I mean,
Amy, I wasn't nobody knows.
I know. My friend,
dude. I was just
to that point, Andrea was like, who?
Yeah, exactly.
And I was like, I'm going to go
I was happy
say
that
hi.
anybody would talk to me. I didn't care who it was. It was like another human is saying
Amy
hi.
slid you coupons.
Yeah, ice cream coupons.
Yeah, so yes, Alan, if you see somebody that you're like, man, I'm a big fan, go up and say hi as long as they're not with their kids or they're eating.
Awesome.
Or they're on the toilet. I've had the urinal thing where I'm peeing and someone comes up. That's a weird one. I had a couple instances. Somebody wants to like take a picture with the urinal. Tough one. Say, hey, I'll get you right outside of the bathroom. Let me wash my hands. I'll meet you out.
That's so weird.
That's fine. The weirdest one, though, is when I'm at the urinal and I'm peeing and there's a stall next to me with a wall because it's the whole toilet, and the person like steps on the toilet and comes over the top and goes, hey, you look down. Are you Bobby Bones?
Yeah.
But he wasn't looking down at just me. He also saw
all of it.
Little me.
Okay.
So that'd probably be three. Three's in the bathroom. Chill. Alan, appreciate you, buddy. Have a good day.
God bless.
All right, you too, buddy. Here's the story I was talking about in the tease. A 19-year-old man has announced his engagement. And we talked about how 19, generally too young to get married, but okay. And people were not happy online because who he got engaged to is his 76-year-old girlfriend.
What?
And he said, this is only the beginning of a long relationship.
Not that long.
Yeah, it's not very long.
She could live to 90.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Yeah, if she's lucky.
I mean, life expectancy average right now, I think, is
like
78 and a half.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
In America.
Maybe that's why he did it.
He's 19. She's 76. There was a comment that said, how many billions does Grandma have in her account?
And?
So he didn't answer her.
Oh.
It's from the New York Post. Average life expectancy is 78.79 years in the United States. Don't worry, all these other countries live longer than we do.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
UK's 81, Canada's 82. They get a whole 4 years on us.
Wow.
That's crazy. And it's cold up there. Maybe they keep
they're
it
happier.
keeps you preserved longer.
What,
Right.
the cold
Colder,
weather?
yeah.
They-
Yeah.
That's what I
A
heard.
couple with a busy life finally gets married after an engagement of 60 years.
Wow.
They're not that busy.
It sounds like Ray and Bay almost.
Yeah.
6 years.
Yeah, but I'm saying it was a long time. A British couple finally tied the knot after 60 years of engagement. 90-year-old Alex Hamilton and his longtime fiancee, Jane, 89. They got married, with the bride using an electric wheelchair to make her way down the aisle.
That's amazing.
From the New York Post.
You know what? They did it when the time was right for them.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
And you know what? Shout out to that.
No ultimatum there.
Yeah.
Shout out to the 19-year-old.
Maybe
that
the
wants to
ultimatum
be
was, I'm about to die.
Oh, crap. Okay. You want to marry me?
with the 76-year-old.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, they do them.
No, that one's weird.
You do you.
The other one is abnormal to be engaged that long, but I wouldn't associate weird with it. This one's weird.
They're both little strange ones.
There's all
I know,
different
but
terms.
also I'm just trying not to, I don't know. It's whatever. No judgment.
Yeah, no judgment.
He's
A
of
little
age.
bit, little bit of judgment.
He's of age.
All right, thank you.